Okay. Tomorrow is my birthday. But I found that out today, and I was reminded a couple days ago, but like, time flies by. You know how on Instagram you do like the countdown? My countdown was only like 4 hours because I just put it up today. I want it to be a couple days, give everybody a little head start. I can remember, but it's here now. I'll always have a birthday as long as I'm alive. So it's nothing to trip about. But what I'm here right now to I guess talk about is my path from now on. I'm doing the Empower thing. I got in. I think I already said that. I'm not sure. And we start our technical training on the 22nd. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, your training starts on 2022, cool day, whatever." They have a point. It's kind of corny, but who really cares? Not me. Too much. And okay, I have like a lot of different things I could do. Here's what I want to do, or like in theory, what I think would be a good thing to try after I get out this program. Do this, see if I get into an interview, or could I get a decent interview for a decent company, or an internship, apprenticeship. You know what I mean? After doing that for a little bit, I kind of want to branch off and start learning trades, like just basically all housework stuff. And that's like specifically tied down to housework, but like electricity, carpentry, maybe plumbing, and some other things. Not too sure about like auto stuff, but I might as well give it a try. I don't really see a real issue in that. And it's like, yeah, wasting time, whatever, but I'm gonna be in this house for a little while. I imagine until I'm 23, and I wonder how many of those things I listed I can get done and get like a certificate for before I turn 23. And I guess once I do move out, I'd want to stick with a job for a little while. Start racking up the benefits and like yearly raises if they even do that. But that's just like the one side for my career. But like on a foundational level, like self-improvement and like building up my body so I'm like more healthy and robust. I'd say I'm starting all the journeys you can think of. I'm not doing detox because I don't have, not the money, but I don't have the right resources, I'd say, nor time. It's not like I'm super busy. I just can't get to where I need to be and get back within a decent time frame to start any of this body detox stuff. And as long as I'm eating regularly, I then worry about what I'm eating. And I'm not like guzzling pop or nothing like that. Like the closest thing I have to pop is like the ices, the ice things. That's about it. And then I won't lie, I get me a root beer or Dr. Pepper from here and there, maybe a Sprite or a Verner's if I'm feeling it. But I feel like ginger ale isn't a good excuse to drink pop. It's just something I'll do either way, whether I want to or not. Not whether I want to or not, but whether anyone cares or not, despite my whatever I'm trying to do for myself. But I don't announce it, so it just seems regular. Like, oh, he's having a Verner's, not, oh, he's not supposed to be having a Verner's. I keep it on the low. Keep it low key. Unless they like ask if I don't have anything like, oh, how you been doing? I say how I've been doing. If I want to go into details, I can just go into details if I want to. And I got all this stuff. These are reasons not to be bored. These are the hobbies I want to do. That stuff are my goals for this year alone. And some of these are going to carry over to next year. and then that's a calendar. Got a new calendar, and that's like a really old painting. I'm gonna have some new ones, and that's also on here. I want to start oil painting. Just something to do. Something to do. Just staying out of questionable decisions and questionable areas too. You know, like there's some places you go, if you get hurt there, then why were you there? Like that's on you. Like I don't know. You don't even need to go that much into that one. But I need to kind of go to parties. Not I don't need to. I want to go to parties to see how well I do mesh. And I'm not awkward. Like I work at Walgreens, right? So there are some very awkward moments, but my social skills have peaked. I've been dealing with people for months, on top of months, and it does get tiring to a certain degree. But when you're around people with the right energy, then it seems to it like makes up for it, you know, like. And through being patient, I just like devalued my time when I'm on the clock, you know. In a way, like I'm not too. I'd rather be doing this. I'm like, yeah, I'll sit with you and help you print out these pictures. It's not my money going to waste. Like I'm making money helping you. Hey, it's my job. You know, they say, oh, thank you for being patient. No, thank you for being here and sitting with me, so I don't have to do 15 other tasks. And they see it on the camera, so they can't really say I'm lazy, except for when I'm actually lazy and I'm in questionable places. Like just, so I zone out too, so they can leave me alone. But not gonna lie, I've been kind of distracted while working, so to where I'm kind of on the floor more, and like time management while I'm on the floor, it's not my strong suit, but it shouldn't be a downside either. I've just been distracted, and that's why I'm trying to write more in my book. In my books, I have a journal, and this helps me get things off my head. And I want to finish her album that's on here for this year. Finish and like make an album, my music, and I can't even sample things, so everything I have to do will be from scratch. And I've been getting pretty good. I got this October-ish. I'm trying to like look at the thing, but I usually just practice like this, but I don't like my side profile too much, so I'm looking at you like this. But you win some, you lose some. I wasn't gifted the best side profile, and I like to think of it, I may not have a good side profile, but I have a decent, just like front facing forward. Like I'm not the most disgusting thing to look at in the world, neither am I the best. So very humbling indeed. One of my favorite things, one of the first things I like learned how to play, I didn't even look up anything for it, I just sounded it out. That last part at the end, like the last 4 notes, was not supposed to be there, but it doesn't matter. That's not the point. It's just I'm trying. Oh, here's something I did do myself. It's based off of something that I made with soundtrack or something. Before I put it down, let me just whip it out. Let me look. I swear I'm not this bad. Like I jam out by myself. But let me just pretend like I'm not trying to do good. There we go. Okay, I think I just need to warm up for like a couple of seconds. But even though I just did like the intro to a song a couple seconds ago, we don't need to mind that because it's, you know, different finger workings. Like I'm at a different section of the bass, even though you can only split it into 2 or 4 because of the strings, lower and then higher. But don't even be able to go and get into details anymore. But you know, other than that, I've been getting more fluid with my piano skills and listening to music theory, learning a little bit. I just watched a video on how to get better vocals on your microphones. I'm gonna just get a whole new microphone. Like I'm being lent one, which is not bad. It's just not the best in the world. But I don't need the best in the world, and it's probably something I should be spending my money on right now. But then it's a hobby. So out of all like the extra stuff I could do for hobbies, I'd rather get like, you know, close to $100 microphone, and I can do podcasts with it too. You know, I can multitask. I can string this thing out, just put down stuff for people in the future to see. Like this is who I am, who I once was, or part of me that you should recognize and see or not see in the me now, as in now, as in the time you're watching this. I can go into specifics like that for a weird amount of time because I think like that, I overthink like that. But like moving on to the next topic, talked about my career path, my body-ish goals, surface level, I guess getting back into the surface level stuff, emotional maturity. I got it. I do not exercise it all the time, which is okay. I don't need to. I just feel like my inaction is making things look good from like a history type thing, to where I'm not like doing whatever. I'm doing what I want to, and what I want to do isn't problematic from what I see so far. It took a while to get like that. Like I was a horrible kid, but checks and balances or whatever like fits that mold. But yeah, like I said, customer service, I got really patient with a lot of people, and I know how to be fake. I know how to be incredibly fake, even when I don't necessarily have the energy. And look, when I don't have the energy all the time, I shut it down. I'm the, hey, welcome to Walgreens. How may I help you? Do you have a Walgreens account? No? Cool. Your total is something, something, something. Keep it moving. Get out the store. Buy what you need to buy. Let us leave on time. You know, it is not like that all the time. But that's the set. Like I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna get the money, and then that's gonna be our transaction, because that's what you're here for. You're here for convenience, and I'm here to get paid. You know, and I don't like the attitude some people give you when they are doing customer service. Like you're working, you signed up for, and you applied for a customer service job, and then you act like you don't want to do customer service. It may not be like your life goal, but it's gonna help you get there. So can you like do the job that's gonna help you out by helping me out find whatever I need to find in that moment of time? You know, there's no need to be like that. No need to be so spiteful. Like you put yourself in this situation necessarily. I have nothing to do with it, but I do need to find some chocolate covered strawberries or whatever I do need at the moment. And the next thing, what I'm keeping myself entertained by, it's a mix of comics, mangas, music, a lot of self-improvement videos, and then like they're in music. Like I can just sit and watch a couple of them like back to back. Depends on who they're by though. But still, it's slight ups and downs. And I'm starting to like dig up my childhood to where nothing big happened, but just in being not the center of attention does something to you, but also being the center of attention does something to you in different ways. So I think I'd rather have what I got now, dealing with it kind of moderately quietly. Like it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. And once you just like, it's like not actual work. It's just acknowledgement and accepting it, and then try to put your best foot forward after you realize all these things that you didn't before. You just didn't, but now that you see more meaning and stuff behind the actions you don't think about. Very insightful, very insightful. It changes perspective. And I figured out that a lot of happiness is just from perspective. Like, let's look at things from the perspective of whoever. You fill in the blanks. But to give you an example, you're driving a beater, but looking at it from a perspective of someone born into wealth may not appreciate that beater to its full capacity. But if you had no car, it is better than nothing, and it's your first car, and you kind of have attachment to it right now. So stuff like that, little things like that. But like, there's like ifs, buts, and ands with almost every example that you could give out. So don't even go there with me on that one. As also, speaking of cars, I'm about to start paying my car insurance. I'm not driving yet. I'm kind of holding it off. I try to forget about it. But there is a lot of things I want to do that I can't do unless I'm like decently mobile and can like go pick up stuff within a decent amount of time. So it's just a thing. And I don't feel comfortable getting into another relationship without my driver's license, because I have no excuse at this point. And when I think about it, relationships, they're just there at this point. Like, they're a thing that can happen, but I learned that by not caring too much, they just happen by themselves anyway. So I'm gonna just focus on me, I guess. And like, if I want to focus on something else or somebody else, I can just go read a comic, or go on Netflix, or watch somebody's story, or plenty of other streaming sites and channels, or movie trilogies and effigies. Not an effigy, but you know what I mean. Or do you? Putting that aside, there is a lot I can't do, so I shouldn't focus on the things I can't do. And if there are things I can do but can't do right now, then I should take account of that and not try to trip too much. I didn't want anything playing, because what if this blows up and I get a copyright strike? I always got a plan for the future, but don't expect anything magical to happen every time you put in a little bit of effort into anything. I don't even edit these videos whatsoever, but I don't find the need to. But this is just another update. I'm about to be 19 tomorrow, midnight, at midnight today. I was born at 8. I found that out by looking at my birth certificate. I had to fill out I-9 for the, what's the name? Because they're like, you know what, let's just do your, we're going to do professional development. They're going to take our headshots. They're going to help us fill out like a tech standardized resume, which is also cool. And like, I don't think I'll change anything with my hair to make it professional. I'll just get it shaped up and cleaned up and stuff like that. And I'll probably show you what that looks like. But they're taking the pictures on Friday, so that means I don't have to get a haircut until or next Friday. So like next Wednesday, or like next week on this day, Wednesday or Thursday. So I'll look super fresh on Friday.